To understand why Osvaldo Guayasamin saw pain in art, we need to go back to the very beginning. He was born in Quito, the capital of Ecuador, in 1919, into a family that had nothing but labor. His father was an Indian, his mother a mestizo. He was the first of 10 children. They lived in poverty. The street was a school of survival. Childhood was not idyllic but a trial. Instead of toys he had a paintbrush, instead of books he had the faces of passers-by. At the age of 8, Guayasamin was already drawing portraits of his classmates and teachers and updating advertising signs in his mother's shop. Later, against his father's wishes, he enrolled in the School of Fine Arts in Quito. Where there should have been inspiration, there was fear. In those years, Ecuador was in a state of constant protest and political turmoil. And it was during one of these protests in 1932, when young Osvaldo was still a student, that an event occurred that changed his soul forever. His best friend, Manjares, was shot dead in the street during a student rally. Not from old age, not in a hospital. Just a bullet, asphalt, and silence. This was not just a personal loss. It was the first trauma of a generation that took root in him. And it was then that his first major work was born, created in 1941, a painting called Dead Children. In this work there are no names, no portraits. In it are all the children taken by the streets, war, hunger, and indifference. And in it is the first cry that would later become characteristic of Guayasamin's entire style. Since then he no longer painted pictures, he poured out the pain that never went away. His canvases do not depict scenes but emotions, carved into angular lines, clenched mouths, and eyes full of emptiness. And yet there was no despair in this darkness. Because even among the most terrifying images, a hand still reaches upward. Perhaps in prayer, or perhaps in a last hope. This was only the beginning. A long journey awaited him: America, Mexico, a meeting with Nelson Rockefeller, friendship with José Clemente Orozco, and trips to Latin America, where he saw what he would later call tears that became salt or stone. But it all started with one boy standing next to his friend's body, and realizing that it was impossible to remain silent any longer.